Of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint in the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It's a blast.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick of the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his...
Oh, and they come after him right away. And down he goes on the first play of the game. The NFL sack leader from a year ago, Trey Hendrickson, getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Chicago.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. For the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. B.J. Hill into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year.
This defense defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. So here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where his touchdown-to-interception ratio wasn't exactly ideal. But at the end of the day, the only thing that matters in this league is wins and losses.
Here we go.
He was able to escape with the win, and that's all that matters when it's all said and done. But having said that, he has to play a cleaner game, not only today, but going forward if his team ever wants to get to the level that they think they can play at.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And the strength on display rapidly through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and a yard.
Here we go. Side. 180. Right side. Side.
Now Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And after that short run, it gets them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 1, ready?
Here's third down and a few inches.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right side. Thomas.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
11. Back.
Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 15 on that game. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
At the 42-yard line.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 180. Right side.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. That one's on Orlando Brown, Jr.
Still first down.
Here we go. 180. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and it'll bring up second down.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Here we go. 180. 180 shot. 180. 180 shot.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. A diving effort there, just out of his reach. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now it's going to be third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and 5. Once again, it's Chubb.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and
1. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Forced out wide, and he indeed picks up a Bears first down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was fine.
First down. It's a gain of 6.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, keeps this drive alive.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
A 35-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Johnson now to return. He is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
On 2, ready?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut. 180. Right side. Hot. Cut.
Burrow to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's
all things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go. Right 80, 11, 11, 11.
Second down. Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Can. 11 empty, 11 empty. Stop.
Go run here with Brown. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on, ready?
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, can. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On 2nd down, Spears. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and...
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Moving outside the pocket. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Go Burrow. Touchdown Bengals. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Williams. He runs with it. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bears.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
2nd and inches. Stay on the ground with Chubb. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's a gain of 6.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The 3-4 defense, Mike, is predicated on the big man over the center, the nose tackle. He's big, he's strong, he takes up the entire middle of the defense, and that's exactly what we just saw in that play. He makes the stop for no gain.
He'll get this out wide. He's into space past the 25, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
throwing on second down. Williams. Open man, that's Romo Dunze. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. Yeah! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And as we move into the second half of the season, he continues to put up the big numbers. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Can. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Here's Brown. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jonathan Owens able to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Second and 5.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Back to throw. Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. P.J. Edwards. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Stop. Right 80. Stop.
Now, Burrow. That is hard. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end,
Here we go.
and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st down, Burrow. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Right 80. Stop.
From the gun, here's Spears. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right shot. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. That.
They'll try and run here with Spears. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down.
And the Bengals, first down. First and 10.
What a luxury, Mike. Grant, I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, hand them the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the first half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
Get set. 180. Back.
Burrow now to throw on first down. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Back. Right in. Back.
They'll stay on the ground. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McPherson now for the PAT. Got it. And the Bengals will take a 14-6 lead.
14, Bears 6. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 39 yards.
39-yard gain on the play. First down, Bears.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Now Chubb. It'll be a short pickup. Down to the 22. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. A rookie from A&M, Shamar Stewart. He moves closer to the all-time record with 21 sacks on the year.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Now it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This from 45 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears are back within 5.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Right, hot.
They'll begin here on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
25-yard ball. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
That's good for the Bengals.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Burrow here on second down. Here comes the screen to Spear. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
15.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
It is third and long.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight end. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a face compressor. Ground control with a soul like...
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape and line.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try.
51-yard attempt.
This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now. Down at Hard Rock Stadium, it's the Dolphins at home to take on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is Rashad Bateman. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Romeo Doubs. He'll take this in for the touchdown. He's found the end zone twice in the first 2 quarters. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And it's Antonio Gibson. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. The Pats with a 10-point lead at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. Whoa! He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
Here we go. Right 80. Back.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Dot. 180.
Now, Burrow. That one finds Chase. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
180. 180. Stop.
Now Brown.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
180. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
They'll try it now with Spears. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuffed them on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10.
Running it up.
Chubb takes his head up, running left. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
The struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Bears are back within 5. Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Can.
They'll run here with Brown. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here we go. 180. Raise up.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss.
One, ready?
That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Here we go. 180.
A carry here for Brown. A gain there of 16 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down. And with that last run, that moves him over 1,000 rushing yards on the year. A nice milestone in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
They go play action for Burrow. Look wide. Get this one complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Gun.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Let's get set. Stop.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go.
They'll stick with him again. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. 180. Stop.
Brown. Touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
2nd and 6 at the Bengals 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Williams, his fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll go with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal, Chicago.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Chuck to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. And back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with first and 10.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Wide 80. Cut.
On the ground, it's Brown. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. The veteran linebacker, Shaq Barrett, in on the tackle. From the 25, here's second and 9.
Here we go. Wide 80. Cut.
Burrow. Forced to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives the team a first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll set up the screen to Brown. to work this down inside the 45. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
11. Right 80. Right 80.
On first and 10, Burrow. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Right 80. What's that?
Here's Brown. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Here we go. 11. Can.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
A gain of 30. And the Bears 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Throw it again. It's Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the mark.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He's got it at the 3.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he will score! Game on! Cole Komet, touchdown Chicago. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good, and the Bears will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Bears 22.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Jones now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Let's get set. Hot. 180. 42. Hot.
On first down, Burrow. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Bengals, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first and 10, it's Spears. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Gonna get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
180. 11.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And this one caught along the sideline. They say already out of bounds. Wow. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield. So it'll be no catch and 2nd down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's get set. Can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Gun. Start. 180. Right up. Start.
A carry here for Spears. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
go, here we go. Cut. Wide 80. Wide 80 shot. Cut.
Once again, it's Spears. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
On one, ready?
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down and goal.
Stop. Wide 80. Wide 80 shot. 11 empty, 11 empty. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, Kink. 11 MT, tank. 11 MT, tank. Stop.
They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bengals will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Bears 22. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Shotgun. It's Williams. He takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes a pay.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult. Defensively, it sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's taken in, and he's gonna the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burden. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Burden, the man on the move. Throwing again, Williams. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. You see what they've done on third downs this season, and they came through on that last touchdown drive as well.
On one, ready? Here we go. What? 12, 12, 12. Stop.
No run here with Brown. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a second and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Race up. Stop.
On second down, he's speared. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 2. Here we go, here we go. 180. Stop.
Now Brown. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. The defense uses its second timeout here. Don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Carry here for Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. And third and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
On 1, ready?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down.
Stop.
Burrow to throw. That one finds Chase. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
6 yards.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And they'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Gun.
2nd and 11.
Stop. 180. Nice hot.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.